Wingardium Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Accio camera.
Accio camera.
It's just flying.
Okay, guys, so you know
We're back to Hogwarts.
You know what's not super great about
What's up?
is that it actually tells you whether it's lower or not.
Oh, well, I mean...
Without you even identifying the items.
To be honest, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Like, it's not, you know, in the end game, but like...
Yeah.
Okay, how much fucking money do I now have?
Farewell for now. A good chunk by now.
Over
$2,000.
Oh
okay.
my god.
I need... Oh, fuck. That's expensive.
Dude, why couldn't you just, like, transfigure money and sell it?
Jesus.
Use it.
Okay, I need... Do I just buy the thing? Do I just buy a shrivel fig? Would that be easier? Where is the shrivel fig? Does he not sell it here? He does not sell it here. Okay.
He does not.
Nat.
Where the fuck do I get shrivel figs from?
Hey, okay. Do you guys remember that one addition they put in to, was it the 6th movie of Harry Potter? Where they made it so that, like, the shaking collapse of the Millennium Bridge that happened in real life in the UK was caused by Death Eaters?
That was the 7th one.
The 7th?
Pretty sure, wasn't it?
I don't know. Either way, though,
Ooh.
What was really funny about it is that, like,
I don't remember.
They clearly put it in because, like, that event had just happened, right?
Yeah.
However, if you go back and watch the movies now, it's, like, so weird and out of place. It's like, what the fuck is this? Like, it makes no sense. It's like, why did the Death Eaters fuck with this random bridge in London?
Well, I mean, they hate Muggles.
Yes, but why not just... But why that bridge? Why fuck with one bridge and then leave? There's an entire Muggle civilization out there to fuck with.
People leave.
Yes, that's the point. Like, seriously, if you go back and watch the movies now, it's so strange to see those scenes.
Well, London Bridge isn't the original London Bridge anyways.
But still, like, why wouldn't it be any of the other London landmarks? Why would it be that one fucking new bridge?
Well, it should have been the Millennium Eye.
I don't fucking know. The point is...
Do you even know what that is?
No, but...
It's a giant Ferris wheel.
Oh, no, that's right, yeah. But the point that I'm trying to get at is, it's fucking stupid. And if you go back and watch it now, seriously, go watch that movie. You'll be like, what the fuck? It's just in the middle of the movie. It's not even commented on. It's just a thing that just happens.
Yeah, no, I think it is the 6th one, because isn't that the one where Fudge shows up? Fudge shows up in the Muggle ministry, the Prime Minister. He ends up like in number 10.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm just letting you know that you know, you just got elected, so we have to tell you about the wizarding world.
Definitely can't buy a broom. Okay.
The London Eye.
But still,
let's call it the Millennium.
Anyway, Dave, you know what we'll do after the stream? We'll sit and watch the scene, and you'll be like, "What the fuck?" Like, seriously, like it made.
I know the scene.
No, I know. Okay, when have you actually last watched it?
I don't know, a few years ago.
Yeah, it's kind of strange to watch now. Well, here's the thing. That part is usually cut out when it plays on TV. Because it adds nothing to the movie.
Well, yeah, and also just reminds people of terrorist attacks.
No, it's... Well, I think the reason they put it in is because that bridge was built to be, like, unshakable, and yet it seems to be shaking, like, all on its own for no reason. Everyone's like, what the fuck, why is this happening? And they had to, like, hire engineers to, like, do simulations and really figure it out. So I think because it was in the minds of people as being this strange phenomenon that shouldn't have happened, the people who were making the movies were like, oh, clearly magic. Right?
Yeah, except that, you know
what it feels like?
Stress in real life.
It feels like a movie that came, it feels like a movie that came out a few years after 9/11, referencing the Twin Towers. And they just shove it in there for no reason, and it's like, why? Your movie's not even about this. It's like, well, because it just happened, right?
Yeah. Dev, give me a reason to stay. We love you and your cookies that you sent.
I'm gonna watch the new JonTron after this anyway.
We just had them. Yeah, it's about like horrible game shows or something.
Yeah.
It would have been Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
Half-Blood Prince?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Half-Blood Prince because that was like the first scene, and then it was supposed to go to Fudge going to see the Muggle Prime Minister.
No. Fuck.
What?
No more Fluxweed?
Can't do Fluxweed?
No, I can't do it.
You need a bigger one?
Pod.
Yeah. Remind me one
don't
year.
even
Send
know if I
5
can do
boxes of
that.
Tagalogs.
Oh
Fuck,
man,
I don't think I can.
you'll be my hero forever.
We can't. I'm just gonna eat them all. Fuck you.
Fuck!
Next
No.
house, they're all for
I
me.
bought all the stuff and I can't fucking fuck.
When can you? When can you
I have to
unlock
go
it?
and buy it.
Oh God.
I have no more money.
Fucking
Fuck. Fine.
okay, well,
Fine.
Do it next time. Do it.
Yeah.
You can grind up between streams anyway. I mean, we might even play more of this tomorrow. So.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't know how much later that we want to go tonight. We can probably go one more part.
Yeah.
But I mean, because we don't have to do all those crazy errands tomorrow. We had to do today. We're not gonna get caught behind a fucking train. 3 trains.
well.
So we could probably start a lot earlier and do a 6-hour stream or something instead of just a 3-hour stream.
Okay, I'll think it.
We could do that. We could do that tomorrow.
we could aim for that at the very least.
What is...
Ding, ding, ding,
Okay,
ding,
what should I do first? Alohomora or Beast
do,
class,
do,
which
do,
is
do,
gonna
do,
unlock
do,
capturing
do, do,
beasts.
do.
Alohomora.
Alright.
Yeah.
Track quest.
Wait, AJW? Who's AJW?
Actual Justice Warrior, I think.
Okay. Video of the blindfold dude who hug women to gauge how fat they were. What if they were pregnant? Oh yeah, we heard about the Nashville shooting tomorrow.
Why don't you have Dom on and Slytherin get up? Because Dom can't be here enough.
Yeah.
And also because we can't have green on the green screen.
And honestly, Dom's a Hufflepuff.
Yeah. Dom's a Cucklepuff. She's not base enough to be a true Slytherin.
Can I do
Dev,
this yet?
we've established you're the cuckold puff.
Okay.
What if they're pregnant? New horrible dating show idea. So I knew someone that lived in Texas at one point, and
What
she
the
said if I had gone to a woman that was overweight and asked her if she was pregnant, she would have pulled out a gun and shot me, and I would have been okay with it. It's like,
That's really
wow.
funny. It's actually really funny. Okay. So you know how Trump was supposed to be arrested recently?
Yeah. So it's 5 and 5.
And you know how Trump, as a former president, also has a Secret Service detail that follows him around 24/7?
As one does when they are president, ex-president. Yeah.
So my thinking was like, dude, if Trump went to prison, his Secret Service would have to go into prison with him. Then I was thinking like, dude, that has to be the basis for like a comedy movie. A president who, an ex-president who gets arrested and thrown in jail, and his Secret Service agent buddy has to go in with him.
Yeah, the Secret Service and the penal president.
Like, dude, that would be a hilarious comedy movie. Think about it. Like, it doesn't gotta be Trump. Just like some random president, you know.
Yeah.
Get Mel Gibson to play him or something, you know, and then have like I don't know, Channing Tatum be the Secret Service guy, and there's your comedy duo, okay? And Mel Gibson and Channing Tatum.
Why don't you just get Jonah Hill back? Jonah Hill is the president of the United States. Only he's been a very bad boy.
And dude, that would be fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, you know what that would be?
What?
That would just be like another Jump Street movie. You know, like end of 22 Jump Street, they have like 23 through like 30. There's all the different premises.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm fucking right. Fuck you.
Apparently not.
Wait.
4, 0, 5, 6. So that
What if it's
has
the
to be-
unicorn?
Why did it change? Why did that randomly change?
I think you left the area and came back.
I had to go get the other fucking thing.
Well, that's how it is.
It's fine, you got a dark flat cap. I approve.
You can wait here. Okay.
Biden, Mr. Magoo goes to jail.
But okay, seriously, how funny would that be? Oh, hey, but hey.
Hello again,
I don't know
Mr.
if I'd want Kanye making a movie about being president because he probably
The
think
president
it's real.
has to go to jail, and then like Channing Tatum's like booked in beside him in like a Secret Service outfit.
Not again. Magic Mike 4. The president goes to jail. Yeah, I wouldn't have Kanye acting as president because he would legit think it was real, and then he'd just lose it on set.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Channing Tatum's getting a bit.
This time you're going undercover as the president.
President should be played by Terry Crews.
Terry.
I mean, I'd watch it. I don't know. I don't know if it'd be very believable that he would need a bodyguard.
Ubisoft skipping E3 2023. Oh my god. Is there going to be no E3?
I've already booked it off.
I mean, fuck Ubisoft.
I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. I guess I'll just
White House
enjoy my
and-
vacation.
I have not seen it. Gertrude
Nope.
Parish Priest.
I've heard of Olympus Has Fallen. I know there's like
Magic
2
Mike
sequels.
4 locked up.
Ah!
Okay. I think there's serious comedy potential in this idea.
There is. I
Hey, what
agree.
if, what if it's Trudeau instead?
Well, I don't know. Because Trudeau doesn't have Secret Service in the same way. Like previous prime ministers don't have guys following around all the time.
That we know of. They could be CSIS agents.
And yeah, like so you have not Trump played by
The guy who played him,
Mel
our
Gibson,
cartoon president.
played by Mel Gibson, and then you have Channing
Played
Tatum
by
as
Patton
a Secret
Oswalt.
Service bodyguard, and then like among the various prisoners, there has to be somebody who like wants to Epstein him. You know, it's like trying to frame him for like a murder, or trying to frame him for a suicide, but that's trying to kill him.
What if they made it? Wait, what if they made it like Clinton?
Clinton.
And his wife tries to have him killed.
Unrealistic. Bill Clinton would never be put in jail.
Trudeau passes a
No.
bill making blackface illegal. His old photos come out. He goes to jail.
Hilarity.
Get Sinbad to play him.
Sinbad. You seen Sinbad recently? He
No.
looks like a cancer patient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I recently saw the guy that played Dr. House recently, and he looks like he's a fucking skeleton at this
Dude,
point.
He was always
so
skinny.
Old, though.
He was always
must be
skinny.
so old at this point because he was old
He's
when
like
he was
70.
playing House.
I think he's like 70 or something.
I mean, House started in what, 2004,
Something like that. Yeah.
2006? It's almost 20 years ago, the first season,
I think it was 2004.
and he must
He
have
was
been
already like getting old.
he must have been
the
in his
last
mid
season.
50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up there. That's incorrect. You don't have as many guys following you around, but there's always someone physically close by. Instead, the Secret Service is planted every single step the president will take. They're harder to notice, and they can take down threats faster. Yeah, that makes sense. Bill Clinton, he murdered a guy. Well, I mean, he didn't directly murder a guy.
Yeah.
On his behalf,
Anyway.
I'm sure a lot of people died.
Or like, dude, there's like evidence in the prison somehow that he actually didn't lose his election, and they have to find it before like the trial date.
Wait, Hugh Laurie's he's only 63?
Really?
No way.
He looks pretty grizzled.
No way.
Wait a second.
Hold on. I'm looking him up.
Well, because he's around the same age as Stephen Fry, because they're basically best friends.
Oh, are they?
Well, Jeeves
know
and Wooster,
that.
they were in Jeeves and Wooster,
Why would I do this?
which is based on a book
Seems
series.
all risk and no reward.
A young gentleman and his butler.
Come on, you fuckos.
A reward.
Bill Murray would make a better president. Bill Murray's like, hey, Bill Murray is actually
90?
he's not that old.
It's you, Laurie.
Bill Murray, I
2023.
think, is he's like 72 or 73.
Wait a second.
Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However, will you Hamura.
Yeah, he looks older than
What about
63.
curfew?
Curfew?
Here,
Tosh.
let me just press
I
this
said
real quick.
quite
Look at this,
like me
guys.
when I was your age.
This should work.
Oh, the school was my
Yeah,
sister.
he looks much older
And I
than
took
63,
advantage of
dude.
it.
I mean, the beard's actually
Everyone
covering up a
loved me
lot.
for it.
I honestly don't give a shit about this mission.
Also, I like just how in that scene it seems so House just as a woman's head, just like
It looks like he's getting a
slightly
blowjob.
below the camera angle.
Yeah. Screw Magic Mike locked up. I want a comedy movie where Channing Tatum and everyone else from Magic Mike, the president and his cabinet. I want to be a musical too. Every time President Tatum gets information from his generals about the war, he and his cabinets do a sexy dance number to tell the generals what to do.
Oh, Hamura.
I'm gonna pass.
It is too bad that House ended, though.
It went on for a long time.
It
It
did,
went on
but
for
I
a
heard that
long
like
time.
the
Also,
eighth
okay, wait.
season.
How do you guys think that you're supposed to do this? It took me a minute,
Um,
a minute too long to figure it out, and I felt real
well,
dumb.
I mean,
move the sparks and rotate the dials until both corresponding gears are activated to release the lock. I guess you just turn it to see how, like you have to turn it to see how the mechanisms move, right?
oh, okay. So
Yeah.
if the green spark is connected, yeah. So you have your outer spark and your inner spark.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it have to correspond with the springs?
It's
Nope. It's fucking random.
Oh, it's clockwork
No,
like that.
yeah, it's random every single time, and I
Oh.
didn't see anything move for the longest time.
wow, Naomi.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right there in Blackadder as well. I saw. I don't think I got that far. They're in the World War One.
Hello, Amora.
That was like series 3, I want to say.
And welcome to the rest of the stream. It's just me performing Alohomora over and over again.
Why?
How wonderful.
Because that's what the spell is. Over
Yeah,
and
you just have to
over
line
and
it up
over
so
again.
the clockwork starts moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Since it's your move, you can make Dave the president and you the bodyguard.
My dear daughter's been asking after you. You get a business forever butterbeer. Oh my god.
Oh no, when you managed to come up there.
Sirona Ryan.
Serona Ryan.
Revelio.
Otherwise known as Mr. Girl.
Oh god.
Okay, that's the funniest bit, is that... So, Sirona Ryan's, because Sirona Ryan is the transgender
person,
character in the game, her model in the game files is called Mr. Girl, which has 2 jokes in it, because one, Mr. Girl, trans, okay, but secondly, because of Mr. Girl, the YouTuber. Yeah.
Well, former YouTuber.
Former YouTuber, former cuck.
Well, former cuck actor.
Yeah. Did you see the Chud Logic clip right after you raided? No. What happened in it, Naxalis?
I've heard of a bit of Fry and Laurie, I just don't think I've ever seen it. But I have seen the Mitchell and Webb look. Are we the baddies?
Gee, a show about a narcissistic, egotistical asshole who never takes anyone else into account, considers all his peers as inferior and beneath him, who refuses to practice personal hygiene and treats everyone around him like shit for his own amusement. Why would Dev find a show like that entertaining? Yeah, but you two also liked House.
Yeah.
I did. I love House. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
great.
well, I mean, he's just modern day. He's modern day Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Why it's House and Watson and no Wilson.
Wilson.
Yeah,
Wilson.
House and Wilson.
Because he was the guy, also the guy from
Level 2 lock.
Dead Poet Society. If I had to pick between Mr. Girl and Charles Manson being alive, I prefer Charles Manson.
Man.
Yeah, Charles Manson would be well. He is locked.
I
He
did
was
see that
locked
next
away.
house. Yeah, I saw that. This is boring. Cause terrorism. Naomi,
Accio,
how come you're not
Accio.
killing trans people yet?
Jesus. Yeah, that's one thing. When we watched Jesus Revolution, I kept calling Lonnie Frisbee Manson Jesus, because he really does look like Charles Manson Jesus. It's terrible. I had the feeling that if Sharon Tate wasn't murdered, then Roman Polanski wouldn't have done the shit that he did.
Really?
Come
Did-
here.
There's a chance.
Wasn't Roman Polanski a pedophile?
Well, yeah, he hooked up with like
Yes.
a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
But the thing is, his wife had died. I don't even remember how.
Do you think his wife died and caused him to be a pedophile?
No, I think he was already a pedophile.
It's possible that it was just him. Just he was always a creep, and nothing could have stopped that. But there's
Well,
also
to be
a chance
fair,
that
like
he might
remember
not have.
Tim's dad?
Yeah.
Like, oh,
That was
nice.
a very delayed reaction.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, a guy in my high school year named Tim died when he was like 20 or 19. Like it was a year or two after
He would have
graduation.
been. I think he's 21.
Yeah. It was a year or two after graduation. He died of like a massive overdose at a party, and he was the first kid in my high school year to die, and afterward his dad basically descended into madness, and he was eventually discovered with like a bunch of child porn on his computer, and he lost his business. He went to fucking prison. He's just like he's fucked now. He's done.
Didn't he die?
Is he dead now?
I don't know.
I don't know. He probably got the shit kicked out of him in prison.
Probably.
Most pedophiles too.
What happened to his
Yeah.
brother, Tim's brother? He just like fuck off and
Joe?
just.
I don't know. Probably.
Also, this
Wonder
room
when.
kind of creeps me out a little bit. I walked in, and it immediately reminded me of the baby's room in Spirited Away.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I am Girthy Parrish. There's actually fanfics about that. Yeah. In fact, in Methods of Rationality, Voldemort's primary motivation is to prevent
Stop
wizard
Hitler,
kind from
Huss.
being blown up by nuclear weapons.
Not really Hitler.
Ah,
Dead Post Society was. Oh, me pot of gold.
Oh.
Dead Post Society it's a classic. Carpe D's nuts.
Is that a little? It's a mini
It's-
Quidditch.
Oh,
that's
oh,
cool.
and they're playing. That's cool.
Oh, what if it was like air hockey and you could just, or not air hockey, but
Ha,
you know what I
someone
mean, like
scored a
the rack and pinion
That's a neat-
hockey,
Kill you,
tabletop
Tonic.
hockey, table hockey.
Yeah.
Table hockey.
All right. Polanski had a horrible life. His mother shoved him out from the under of a wire at a Nazi death camp. She died, he lived. His pregnant wife was carved into hamburger by the Manson family. This does not justify him drugging and sodomizing a 13-year-old girl, then running away to France to escape jail time for it. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, isn't it? It's a sad story all around.
Another? No.
Yep.
Gary Glitter. Da, na, na.
And to be fair, like, there's always the conversation of who's going to be the first one to die in your high school year after you graduate, right? So, I mean, I guess.
Or you could be like my sister and lose several people in high school.
Oh no.
Wait, who died in
No,
high
the
school?
professor's coming, shut up. I'm gonna die.
A guy named Steven and a girl named Jamie. Steven blew his head off with a shotgun, and Jamie died in a car accident.
I don't remember either of
On
this.
my sister's 16th birthday.
I don't remember this shit, no. I don't remember any of these stories. To be fair, your sister was like much older than
Well,
me.
this would have been 1997.
Yeah.
So
I was not even in high school in 97, man.
no, you weren't.
No. Wait. I knew a kid who died in 7th grade. He was a hothead. He picked a fight with Latin King gang members. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
He was left at his house's doorstep in several black bags. Holy fuck, dude.
We're raising a generation of coddled
Well,
pig
Kurt Cobain
fappers
owned
that can
several
scarcely
guns.
tell the
Yeah.
difference between
And so
us and
there was that one guy who got stabbed in the chest by his girlfriend. He was like 25.
Chris.
Yeah.
He would have
You see that every
been
year, Matilda.
27 or 28.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that was years after though.
That was 2013.
Yeah.
Because I found that out my last day at Home Depot before I went to work at the group home.
Yeah, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, and then I was like, is it cool if I take off early? I'm feeling kind of fucked up about this. I was also really tired.
Did they let you?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, okay, sure.
I was like, yeah, I
What an excuse! You haven't even talked to the guy in fucking 5 years or whatever, and you're like, I need a personal day.
Well, it was my last shift there, and I just wanted to get the fuck out because I was working 2 jobs, and between graveyard and daytime work, I was just burnt
How are you
out.
supposed to get
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know them. I mean, dude, I did graveyard and then like school during the day. I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking at anyway? What are you trying to do? Up there on that platform?
Yes, Foo Fighters were worth it.
I mean, it looks like there's a door there, so maybe you come in.
Yeah, you kind of go around.
Yeah, you got to go in there from the other room somehow.
What room? Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
You'll figure it out.
Good to know.
My class lost 3 people for graduation. I didn't know any of them. There was one cancer death and one car wreck that took out the other 2. Damn. There was a Reddit thread about people who had like lived through school shootings and how much it fucked them up that like after just a few years pretty much all trace of the event was gone. Like there was a high school shooting. I read one person's post and there was a high school shooting and they were in like the lowest grade year. And the school shooting happened. And then by the time they got up to the highest grade year, everyone had cycled out, right? Of the high school, so no one even knew, aside from like the few kids that were still around. No one knew, even like cared that a school shooting had happened, because like, and it kind of
It's been so many years.
yeah, and it kind of messed with them. And then like, at some point, there was like a monument that was put up, but it had to be taken down for like school construction, and it wasn't put back up. And like slowly, as time went on, like just bits of the memory of the event had been wiped away. And eventually, like, now, like, the person says, I go back to my hometown to visit my parents, and I'll go by the school, and, like, there's no trace of that it even happened. And, like, it messes them up every time they go back home. You know what I mean? They're like, man, there was a plaque in front of the flagpole, and they had to move the flagpole, and now the plaque's gone, and they never put it back up. All the teachers have left, all the students have been cycled out for years now, so, like, basically...
It was just urban legend at that point.
Yeah, it basically just got wiped away. Well, I mean, that happened in our town, man. Like, there was that girl who was found in the river, like, back in the fucking 80s or whatever.
Yeah.
And a few years later, no one cares. It's just how it is. It's just how time works.
The guy that murdered his parents.
Yep.
And the parents went to the same church as me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy who held his girlfriend and son hostage with a shotgun until he eventually just gave up and shot himself.
Yep.
And I know her. One of my best friends, other than Dev from the hometown, that's his girlfriend.
Mm.
Yeah. And I've never brought it up, but she has like a tick because of that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
There was one kid at my high school who was with some friend, stole some computers from the school. He was caught by his parents and returned them. Some Barney Fife administrator wanted to throw the book at them and expel them. So thinking his life was over, he hung himself. Jesus.
Oh, wow.
You know, like,
Barney Fife again?
getting expelled from high school is not that big of a deal, to be honest.
Oh, no, he was going to high
Like,
school.
like it's going to be on your permanent record. It's like, I was told that
Who
a few
even looks
times.
at the permanent record?
Dude, I was told that a few times, and I'm like, doesn't seem to have mattered.
Seems like more of a thing in the States and Canada, honestly.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's just see here. One of the coolest friends I ever had died from a drug overdose while he was on acid. Was found in a shallow pond near the skate park. Damn. One of the guys in my construction class died in a car crash. His girlfriend was taking selfies at his closed casket funeral and found someone new the next day. Jesus Christ!
Oh, you mean like that that bitch on TikTok that Gundam was
Yeah.
did a video about? Yeah.
When I was in high school, a 14-year-old hanged himself. Years later, I had a colleague who was the person that found him in the forest. Fucking hell, dude.
Yeah. Do colleges accept people who are expelled? Sure. I mean, here's the thing: you can just get a GED.
Yep. You can get your GED or the Canadian equivalent, and then you can just like
Which is a GED.
you can just like go as an adult student.
Yep.
And be like, yeah, you know, I've been working for a few years.
Yep. In fact, if you do have work experience, I know the community college here, the one I went to, they have something called prior learning recognition, and they do actually, they can kind of jump you forward a bit depending on what kind of workplace experience you've got.
Yep.
So,
Speaking of stealing computers, my local high school here inaugurated a digital arts classroom with over $20,000 of tablets and overly expensive Mac computers and other shit. During a high school basketball match, the guards were distracted and people waltzed into the high school and stole everything in that room. Jesus.
why the hell? Yeah, have it locked or keep at least one guard there.
Okay. So,
If I were going from death to theft, it's probably just going to be a declining criminality thing, right? Like when my ex was in animation at the same community college, some guy came in and stole a bunch of the Cintiq tablets, which are very expensive.
Yeah.
And her professor thought I was guilty of it. And he comes to me and he's just like, "Get out!" I'm like, what are you talking about? Just keeps gritting his teeth. Get out!
I didn't do
I
it.
don't know what happened. What's going on? And
Yeah.
he's like, well, you know. And then my ex,
The boys go into the
stole
computer
the
lab.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, that's thousands of dollars.
When I was in high school, a kid spray painted an airsoft gun black, went into the school parking lot at night, called the cops on himself, and did suicide by cop. Jesus. Does every school have at least that one dead kid story? Where there's so many kids? Well, here's the thing. Statistically, yeah, because you have like what?
The bigger the school, the more likely it is.
If you have like thousands of students at a school, at least one of them's gonna die.
yeah, in
Just
our case, it's
statistically.
hundreds, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think the point is, very few kids actually die, so especially violently, I guess.
Dude,
yes,
it's gonna be weird once we get to. Assuming I live that long, it's gonna be weird if we get to that age where people start dying of natural causes rather than just like dying of like overdoses
50s.
or.
Yeah.
It's like oh no. I still have people from the high school days on the old normie Facebook, and it's already strange. It's already strange to see the things that they're doing now. You know, like there are guys I remember being like hardcore bullies, right? Like serious bullies, and now they have kids and they're like living like a normal life, and I'm like, man, I promise you, if your kid got bullied the way that you bullied, you would be up in fucking arms.
Of course they would,
You know,
because they're
to be fair,
kid,
they also
times
probably
have
grew up
changed.
too, though.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
mature exactly. So
Yeah.
oh my god, redacted.
This is the Quidditch match injury that canceled.
Injured.
Quidditch.
Yep.
Probably counts as an injury. Well, that's so hard in my life.
Oh my god.
What was what?
Master now wants to cancel Quidditch all because of a pureblood went and
Oh,
redacted before the essentially even site. I pressed the master site. Yeah, I was told redacted. Oh my god, staggering. So that looks like something being covered up.
Yep.
My third year arts teacher got fired sleeping with the principal's daughter. Well, fuck
Well, I wonder.
the computer tech and like teacher, and he was like also one of the shop teachers. He was fucking students, dude, in our school year.
Apparently got caught.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's still employed.
Yep. He's still employed. He just like moved to another city and kept teaching.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. He was fucking like 14-year-old native girls.
It was one girl.
Yeah, there's at least one that's confirmed. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
God, he's such a piece of shit, too. I
Yeah.
hated that guy.
I knew this young post-college woman in her mid-30s deadbeat BF for driving towards the train tracks, but because she was impatient, she tried to race the train and lost. R.I.P. Naomi. That was you.
Nah. So how the fuck do I get to that fucking thingy?
I don't know, dude. You gotta keep stealthing around.
Doesn't your country currently want to kill disabled people with the super polite, politically incorrect injection?
Yeah, kinda.
Sort of. That, like, in terms of at least mental health issues,
you know what I bet
that's
it
been kind of
is?
tabled for a while. It's been delayed.
Yep.
You know what I bet
Hopefully
it
goes
is?
on
What is it?
I bet you gotta go in that room I can't get in.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Up there?
Maybe? Yeah, like, no, down
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
Oh, sweet Revidio.
I just saw a page,
I
yeah.
did.
Revidio.
That's a level 3 lock. I bet you it goes up.
No, do a page review.
I understand. I did also see it.
Fiji.
I don't like you anymore.
Sorry.
I bet you, but there's a chest up there too. I don't understand.
Yeah.
You know what? You can come back to this later. I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah.
Wait, my senior class, 102 students, the Sioux voted for yearbook most accident prone down in a car crash a year later. Category was moved for future yearbooks. Oh my god, yeah. Most accident prone dies in a car crash.
I mean, I probably did the clumsiest.
We had a clumsiest in our yearbook, yeah. Yeah,
I did
I
90th
think,
Niner.
No, yeah, 90th Niner, fuck. Okay, I think aside from the guy that got stabbed in the chest by his girlfriend and the guy who overdosed,
It's number 8.
there haven't been any other deaths in our school years. Have there been? I can't think of anybody.
What? Oh, no, there's my friend Becky. She died in a car accident. And
Oh, yeah.
There was Dave.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
But, I mean,
he was older though.
yeah,
He was older than you, and he was a soldier.
He was 22.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking, like, actually in high school,
Yeah.
no. No, that would have been my sister's age group. Or people that just, like, they might have just left. There was the one guy, he ended up with spinal meningitis.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he wasn't very popular to begin with.
No,
so-
I don't think our school ever had like a school shooting or anything in its history.
No. Drug bust or something, maybe. A fist
Yeah.
fight, yeah, but not shooting.
Fist fights, yeah. People dealing drugs out of the lockers, you know.
Nah, that's pretty common.
Yeah.
Fuck, well,
Nope.
they're killing people.
No, man, like the whole school shooting thing, like there's like a strange heartlessness to it where eventually you do have to move on, you know? You can't just be like mourning for years and years and decades, like.
Well, it's not really being heartless, it's compartmentalizing. It's different.
Well, no, what I mean is like, you know, I mentioned that Reddit thread earlier, you know, the person who goes back to the school as an adult and notices that like there's no more trace that the shooting even happened. Like you kind of have to do that eventually.
Mhm.
You can't be like, oh, we're having another day of mourning, you know,
Yeah.
10,000 days after the shooting has happened. Like eventually you just have to move on.
No,
Yeah.
it's got to be. Well, that's the thing. Like, one of the best ways to process something is to, you know, do business as usual and
Yep.
remind yourself.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons.
I have the
to
moons
ask
for
select.
moon for
He's
moon.
like up here in front of him. Whoop. Aren't you a professor? Shouldn't you be sending me back to my fucking?
He's not the professor. He's the
If we can
groundskeeper.
collect more,
And also he
it
asked us
may
to do
shed
that.
some light
Oh.
on who's
Yeah.
behind
In the middle of the night.
He's basically the filch.
So, what do you guys think about quests that force you to do them during of the day or night cycle? Like, you have to pick.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
I don't know, like, sometimes I find
Variety.
it kind of dumb, especially if you only have, like, one type of quest that does that.
Yeah.
Because, like, the only type of quest that you have to do at night is this one.
I think other games did it better.
I'll see
Maybe.
what I can
But-
do.
Like Shenmue did that. Ocarina of Time did that.
No, but I think that you should have, like, multiple. Like, you should have one quest that you're doing in the daytime, and then one quest you have to do at night. And you make them both available around the same time. So that way you're not just like, okay, I'm just gonna search the entire world at night. Goodbye. You know, you kind of miss the beauty of the daytime.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When necessary.
All right.
There was a case where a woman raped a child, got pregnant, and the court made the child pay child support to his rapist. The kid is now an adult, lost his appeal. Yeah,
What the
because
hell was this?
well, it happens. I've heard that happen in many places.
Fuck.
Where like,
That's fucked
Yeah,
up.
that's when
if a woman gets pregnant
through
and-
being the rapist.
through raping a man or a boy, the male is responsible for child support for
That's
the child.
fucked up.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
You know
some
what?
like
I would,
family
at
law
that
is
point,
broken.
I would actually just fake my death and like
Keep
just
at it
move.
so we can
Yeah.
solve
Fuck that.
Or murder suicide.
Or
Worst
or
case.
murder suicide.
Jesus, fake one or a real one?
Real one.
Real.
Oh, Jesus
I'm
Christ,
saying that like the
guys.
most dire circumstances.
Yeah. Oh yeah, in Uvalde they demolished the fucking school that was shot up.
They did. Eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Recently, a 13-year-old was raped by a 28-year-old woman. She's pregnant.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's fucking wild, dude.
I guess we'll go to Beast class next.
Holtznader lost 4 to 5 people to DUI in his school year. He didn't know them. Years later, a kid I was friendly with drowned in a DUI. I still say hi when I pass where he drove his car to the river. Damn.
I do know of like at least one or two people that have died on a snowmobile, going through the ice and into the river.
Yep.
And a couple of people that were adults, like middle-aged adults, and they died in motorcycle accidents
Mm-hmm.
in the same area too, the same stretch of highway, which is not far from our hometown too.
Yeah. Listen, you ever wonder why I fucking play video games as my main source of entertainment? Because I see all the dumb shit everyone does outside.
Well,
they're getting drunk, they're getting high, they're fucking random girls and then just like melting because of STDs. All this stupid shit. Like, Christ, man.
Like, well, here's the thing: you can drink and get high inside.
Yeah.
It's when people go out and they're like, driving and motorcycles. I mean, I like the idea of it, but like, have you ever seen footage of Gundam on his motorcycle?
Mm-hmm.
That is nerve-wracking shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't mind a dirt
dude,
bike, but
there's something
holy
like
wow.
Like a person gets like an average 5 years less life expectancy just from riding a motorcycle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just because the chance of like getting into a bad accident is just that high.
Well, like, and also their insurance is triples.
Yeah. Also, just the fact that if you get hit by a car, you can survive. If you get hit on a motorbike, you're fucking done.
Yes, it counts as I'm a ghost. I died when I was 7. Sent like 20 links for late. Did you send them to me or to Dev?
Send them to me. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, just making sure you check.
I'll check them later. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I'm a Phoenix. There you go. I'm not a Gryffindor. I'm not any of those. I'm a Phoenix. Feels good, man.
No, man. There's like fuck. There's so much shit that goes down.
Yep. Blame Canada.
Like I still want to probably get. I remember riding around on a scooter in my 20s. Like I borrowed a friend's scooter a couple times.
Like a Vespa?
Yeah, and I kind of enjoyed it. So I'm
Yeah,
just like,
a scooter would be okay.
I wouldn't mind a little scooter zipping around town.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
So that's I don't even know the engine, like how horsepower and.
No, you still need an M license.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
Well, I think you can actually use it with an M1, which is like the permit.
Yeah.
And then if you do that, and you work your way up into the full license, it actually makes it easier to not only, it's only one thing. It makes
mobility scooter.
It makes it easier. It makes it easier to transition to using a motorcycle, but also your insurance is lower.
Yep.
But I don't think I'd go for a full blown.
Yeah.
Like, cause
No, I knew a couple
big
friends.
enough. Well, you could probably do a Harley, but you have to be like at least 200 pounds to ride a Harley comfortably.
I knew.
Especially the bigger models.
Yeah, because they're
big. They're heavy.
Yeah. There's I knew at least 2 friends, one girl and one guy, who drove bikes as their main source of transportation. And they both said that, like, so first of all, one of them was in Thunder Bay, and they're like, yeah, this city's it's too cold.
Yeah.
To get, like,
Yeah. Getting started alone was a pain in the ass.
The other one was in Vancouver for a long time and said that driving a bike in Vancouver is actually doable because of the way the city's laid out and how it's like warm all year round. And
yeah, that makes. Well, yeah, a coastal city would be more sensible.
Welcome,
Yeah.
everyone.
To be at least 200 pounds, then I'm
I see
overqualified.
you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class.
it's strange.
Though
Like,
be
I'll.
advised, none
buddy.
of these creatures
Dodo.
should be taken lightly.
There's a
They are
baby
all in
chocobo,
their
but
own
I think it's a dodo.
way
It's not a
dangerous.
chocobo, Dave.
I know.
Especially if one does not know how to handle them properly.
Oh, another Asian teacher.
It seems many of you are out of
Interesting.
practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we?
Okay.
Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howard.
This is the part Dan
Oh.
loves.
She's one of my favorite
Poppy.
characters.
Poppy's
Is
sweet.
she?
Yeah.
Don't worry about Professor Howard's
Because
You have
she's
a crush on her?
Hufflepuff and she's nice.
No.
sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Oh
Miss Sweeting, pay attention,
good.
please. The tongue of a puffskin.
Yeah, they
can
try to
be a
eat your
slippery devil.
boogers and shit.
Yes, Professor.
Just like babies.
Here. You can practice on Gerald.
Gerald's
Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
You know what's funny is I like in this universe, obviously the Puffskins are supposed to be like the cutest, you know. I
Yeah.
hate them.
Really?
Yeah, they remind me of those just really small yappy dogs.
Oh, it
And
kind of
I'm
looks
just like, nope, I don't like it.
It reminds me more of a big floofy cat. It's just like
Brush.
a cat head.
Well, look, he's enjoying it.
I'm sure he
Yeah.
feels much better.
Oh.
I think he might be hungry. Would you mind?
It's just poop pellets.
They spell practice with an S.
What do you suppose
Yeah,
the
there's
pellets
multiple ways.
taste like to
Couple ways to
Gerald?
spell it.
Pudding,
Yep.
I like to think.
They look like those pellets used for
I
a
think
pellet
we can
stove.
safely say that Gerald likes him.
That's good news. He seems
Oh my
very
god,
nice.
she's literally
He
me.
is. Kindness is one of his best
No!
qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
I read that as breastfeed.
They're served
Good
pizza
work,
rolls.
everyone.
We don't have Tostito.
Pizza.
You mean Totinos?
Pizza.
Tostito pizza rolls.
And please,
Interesting.
Be careful as you feed and groom them.
The fuck is that Furby
Miss
thing? Kill it.
Sweeting,
It's a
why
tribble.
don't you show our
Yeah,
new-
It kinda- it looks
you
like a
know,
trouble,
It also
yeah.
reminds me of a tribble. That
Well,
might be, that
only
might
the
be why I
face is
looked at it
visible.
and I was like, hate
The knees are
the
over here.
tribbles.
I don't think they breed like tribbles.
I don't know.
I found Devin a bike.
I outweigh my motorcycle. It's this massive chungus.
Couple of knees or whiskers will get me a few
I'm not that fucking fat.
There were a couple of twins. They were like the heaviest twins at the time, in the, like the Guinness record.
Yeah.
And they both were. There's a picture of them riding motorcycles. And they look like
What are you
that.
doing?
Being a huge fucking dick to the cat.
What are you doing?
Ugh, tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone.
Her name is Persephone.
Look at that fucking
Yeah.
person in the back. Are you fucking fucking Down syndrome back there? Jesus.
Who's she mocking? Oh no, she's the Ravenclaw. she's the sidekick.
The Ravenclaw sidekick?
Yeah, the Ravenclaw sidekick, which means that Slytherins and Ravenclaws are both dicks.
Based.
Actually, the store brand pizza rolls
Those
are,
two
in
don't
fact,
belong anywhere
I found them
near
better
this
than
class.
the Pillsbury ones.
Which is a
Really?
treat.
Yep.
Oh,
Something
I
about
can go
the
with it then.
dough. It's just
Do-do-do.
Thank you for your help.
it's a little bit tastier.
Let's carry on.
Do-do-do.
Oh.
Kneasels.
The measles, just as you did with
I think
Gerald.
it's just pronounced Kneasel.
I know.
Kniezel.
I know.
Well, I mean, they pronounce knots in this game, so
Knuts.
they actually say that several times. It pisses me off.
Knuts.
Yeah, knuts.
That doesn't seem right at all.
They know
Evil
a good egg
Kniezel.
when they see one.
And you could do a little cruise.
Yeah, one of those things. Riding a motorcycle over a cliff.
Can I go into more,
Instant
dude?
death.
I can.
Oh, it's Pruitt.
Aha! Look at those cute birds.
Oh, dear
Look at the baby one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because people thought they were dodos and like, oh, because they can warp or something, or like they can
Yeah, they
transport
actually say
themselves.
that in the lore. I don't remember when
Yeah,
they
Fantastic
say it.
Beasts. In Fantastic Beasts,
Fantastic Beasts,
they can
dude.
they can apparate and disapparate. So, and because they disappeared, they thought that they were extinct. The Muggles thought they were extinct.
Yep.
Or was it just low IQ humans who survive by being naturally overpowered? There's some credence to that.
Yeah. I have a feeling that like access to magic would basically stunt technological development, because why would you bother building machines if you can just magic shit?
Well, that's generally what happens in
Yeah.
those types of fantasy books.
Yeah. Hey there, Puffskins.
Puff me, baby. Oh. But Magitech? Well, that's only one instance.
That's only Final Fantasy.
It's only
6
Final
and
Fantasy, yeah.
Final Fantasy 7, yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go. Oh, Bob. Oh.
Deb, have you seen any VR games that have caught your interest? Are
Not
you
really.
too fond of the 2D?
I don't really
I
care
mean,
about VR too
I
much.
wouldn't have minded playing Moss,
Yeah.
But my issue with VR is that it's not great
Professor.
for people that wear
You wanted to
glasses.
speak
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
And the technology, to me, it's still a bit on the clunky side.
Yep.
Lesson.
So I'd rather just wait for it to expand.
We didn't make our character an SJW. We made our character a femboy.
Good.
You can tell if the guys
seem
would
to
stop talking
understand
every
that
single
when
time the
beasts
character
are
spoke.
properly controlled,
Sorry.
they
also-
Here,
play
listen.
a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with
on,
magically
dude.
imbued
You chatty old
materials,
bitch.
if cared for correctly, which does not include
Oh my God.
torturing them for whiskers.
Let me handle the dialogue next
Well
time.
done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
I'll just talk all
Yes,
the time.
Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in
Sorry.
Ricky's Poacher Pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
Yep.
Yeah.
We basically made an HRT femboy.
Yeah. Also,
Now,
like, I will
why
say the
don't
one
we
thing
focus
that
on
for, like,
more
an
immediate
intensely
matters
open
that
world
we
game as this
can
is, the
control?
customization options
Professor
were...
Weasley has
not
asked
great.
that I prepare some
Like,
assignments designed to help
I
you
was
catch
very
up to the
disappointed.
other fifth years.
Very.
Be on the lookout for my owl.
Yerp.
Hydrate.
Hydrate.
Drink
I
up.
also encourage you
up.
to study
And
as
stretch.
many beasts as you can on your own time.
So this is when you take note. This is when it's good to
Come on.
do those. Oh, it's actually, we're like 3/4 through the part, anyways.
Yep.
Dude does not look feminine at all. He just looks gay. Well, there's tits, so
Yeah.
It's
you
like
see,
slight humps.
There's,
Yeah.
there's boobs.
yeah, just not very. It's not very obvious.
He's got those HRT shoulder lumps.
Yep. Because I was going for making him look as much as a gay femme as possible.
Yep.
And then Dev was like, go girl body, and there was boobs, and I was like, okay. And that's how we made the femboy.
Talk to
Where's
Poppy.
Poppy?
Behind you.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to.
I don't even remember saying
You were an
anything.
augury at noon in the
Yeah,
desert.
I swear you just stood there in the background.
Yeah.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At
$10,000,
least,
Trash
that's
Panda.
What we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a
Cute little
similar
pretty
world.
boobs.
Actually,
Sure.
in
How much
light
of someone
that,
that usually never say shoulder
something
lumps
we
again?
had to
10,000.
meet in the forest.
Well, I'm not gonna be playing this game of Count-ism, so.
In the forest. Pew.
I'm not sure. What's this all about?
You'll see.
I want you to
I
meet
promise
my
you have
18
nothing
older
to
brothers
fear.
in the forest. They all have raging hard cocks.
Jesus Christ, Dev.
What? She part
I
centaur?
won't take just anyone there.
That's
Really?
funny for a
Well,
later
thank
reason.
you.
Oh no!
As I said,
It's time to go
think
turn your asshole into a
This is
giant
fine.
semen well.
Shit I've heard is legit made me afraid to date, and I'm 33. If I made a crazy and she accuses me of I have no choice but to holoca myself. Interesting choice of words. Because I don't have cash, looks, or celebrity status. Leonard French on YouTube has a video on a group of California schoolgirls that falsely accuse a classmate. The story fucks me up.
Yeah, dude, we have to like. You have to be really chill when you start getting with girls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like honestly, you like shit I heard. Like everyone hears all the terrible stories, like on both sides of the gender.
Yep,
We're just talking
the
about
genders,
the
yeah.
two genders, and like you just have to like kind of like bite down the fear and like take a chance and like look out for the crazy.
Yeah,
And
because
if
yeah.
you're
Pay attention to the red flags.
We are at a point though where like a girl could just claim that you raped her and then you're just fucked for the rest of your life. You
Yeah.
lose your job, you go to jail, and it's like, but nothing even happened. I just rejected her.
Yeah.
You know, like it's kind of fucked up in some ways.
Yep.
No wonder that they're going for femboys and
please
shit.
meet
Yep.
High Ring.
Dude, here's what you should do. All right,
Magnificent.
Spooky's like a subby bottom
Go
cute
on,
boy.
introduce yourself
Yeah, just
to
fuck
her.
Spooky.
Kiva Nightwing, just fuck Spooky. turn him into your turn Spooky into your boy wife.
Before you approach them.
Yeah. Happened to game dev Chris Avalone. He made Fallout New Vegas, yeah. Falsely accused, he won all the lawsuits, all the defamation, but he still lost everything. Yeah, fucking ridiculous, dude.
Can I have a cheeseburger and onion rings? Sure, buddy. Cha-cha-cha.
That shit's gay. So it's really funny. People are like, I can't believe that you would dare be a chaser and fetishize trans women. It's like, yes,
In a hippogriff
you fucking
to someone
bitches.
This quickly. You can feed and brush a show if you'd like.
The real question is,
Now get yourself in the. You want to be a woman? Get in the fucking kitchen.
Yeah, Dev.
That's what I told Dom once, and she never left.
Giga Chad.
I mean, you're the better cook. If you want subpar food, okay.
You made breakfast this morning.
Yes.
Yeah. I was getting out of bed. And
I
you,
make one.
You walked in with with breakfast and coffee, and I was like, oh.
That's because I wanted you to get up.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I'm actually looking for a real girlfriend now, by the way.
Good luck.
Any offers? I'll take girl boys too, but I'm looking for a real girlfriend.
I thought she was
You can be a male girlfriend, you just gotta be a real one.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust...
Put you a burden to be anyone's GF? Sorry, Dev. Oh, don't worry, I'm used to burdens.
...firsthand with her.
Oh.
How exactly did you and
Yeah, you carry that gut around all the time.
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back.
Oh.
Got her to safety and, well, she was
Nope.
fine.
Hey,
until
Dev, tell
recently.
Naomi you ran hot water for her, then
may
take her to the
know
kitchen
poachers are
sink.
something of a problem in the area.
Never mind, I gotta wash that pot.
worry you could get
Exactly,
her
I am surrounded by two burdens.
and that I might not be there next time.
Stop.
Professor Howard mentioned the poachers
The
as
bee
well.
dragon fat.
She seems to imply that we couldn't rely on the
I'm used to it.
ministry.
I'm used to it.
Nope, I
I don't
understand.
often
getting
agree with
better.
Professor
I understand.
Howard, but on that, I
If I had the
fear
opportunity to
she's
be part
right.
of Liveless and Freed's relationship passed up.
Poachers' influence is growing. I see them
No.
every day in the village, lingering,
No.
talking to people.
You wanted
They're
sanity,
up to
right?
something. I'm just
And also,
not sure
Freed's
what.
kind of gone off the leftoid deep end. I don't talk to her anymore.
That does seem strange.
Freed
Sounds as
Freed
if they're planning
fucking
something.
blamed me
Exactly. I
personally
think I'm going to
for all the
Google,
anti-trans shit
find out
happening in the
what's going on,
States.
what they're
Because I
doing.
make videos making fun of like really retarded trans people, and it's like, all right, that's enough of you. I was like, you know what? I'm not talking to you anymore. Fuck that.
Information is power.
How am I supposed
And
to have a
the more
clean
I
sink and a
know,
dirty
the
sink
better
while
I
cooking
can
if I only
keep
have one
hiring
sink in my
safe.
kitchen?
You've seen.
Just
Get
keep
good.
cleaning.
Get good, you fucking loser.
No, just
Okay, jeez, that was probably too harsh.
Yeah, no. Just we'll take the dishes
but
out of the
we'll speak again
sink if
soon,
you have
though.
to, thaw meat or whatever. Yeah, if you're gonna have any
Freed is
germ
a former
contact.
viewer of mine who ended up who is now dating Lilith IRL.
Okay, I don't even remember what spells I had.
She's kind of
here.
gone nuts in the post-Trump era. It's not anti-trans enough yet, but we'll get there. Spooky, you're being a fucking jerk. I'm gonna time Spooky out.
No, you won't.
Here's the thing.
Sure.
They're like flirting with just banning transitioning outright, and that's obviously too far. Like that's ridiculous. Yeah.
Okay,
That's too
where are we
much.
going next?
For a while, Lilith was actually more extreme than Frida, but now Frida's become more extreme than Lilith, and Frida's like intolerable to me now. And basically, she like the minute like we were still having like solid debates, and I was like, listen, even though you're going a little bit crazy, like I'm still your friend. But as soon as she blamed me personally for putting out videos that make fun of like ridiculous trans people, I was like, okay. It's like you're personally responsible for all the trans deaths and all of the fucking
Oh, yeah, that was
legislation. I was like, I've had enough of you. Goodbye.
Anyways. Oh God.
Can't do that. Fire in the middle of the ocean. Okay, I can do this. This is also fighting. So many things. I can't buy a broom, and that's just ongoing. Okay, so the only thing I can
must
do at
be
the
of
moment
age.
is this. And I feel like flying.
You
so we're gonna
must
fly
be
at
of
Hogsmeade.
age.
Woo. Here we go.
Oh, assume that's exactly what J.K. Rowling was doing, because she grew up poor.
Yeah.
She was very she grew up poor. She raised her kid poor for at least a couple of years, because
Yep.
her daughter was very, very young when she wrote
Yep.
the first book. But yeah, it's definitely a class thing, resentment thing.
What's
That's
down
why
in the boathouse
she made
anyway?
herself as Hermione is basically her. She's like, oh, I'm so smart I'm
J.K. Rowling got
I'm
smart,
different,
though?
and they make fun of me all the time and all this. Yeah, all right, you cope more.
Oh, they made it look like the boathouse in the movies. Yeah.
Sure
Yeah, well,
did.
that's where the boats dock, and then they come to
You
Hogwarts.
can't enter while mounted.
up these stairs.
You can't enter while.
Oh, look, there's a side quest that we're not gonna do. Whee!
Oh, you're gonna do it off the show? Okay, hold on. It's a good thing I don't fallaciously blame people for bad shit. Anyways, let's talk about how Naomi committed a genocide that happened before she was born.
Ah!
Yeah, that's true.
Dev, as a content creator with a large platform, you have a responsibility to be as based a GigaChad as possible and put your dick on the table every time someone tells you how to use your platform.
Or like LBJ.
GigaChad. Exactly.
Lyndon Johnson just whips out his dick and slams it onto the counter.
It's not you. Is it you?
Is it you?
Yes.
Take your time,
I was stalker at the candy store and I gained weight. Yeah.
How much for the medium one?
How much for the women?
Do you think this guy washes his chicken?
No.
I think this guy covers his chicken in bleach.
$750.
Oh my god.
That's too much.
Too much.
No, I know who does. Your monk.
Fuck.
Lilith's partner, Maverick, was who we're talking about.
Oh, look at that cat. So pretty.
Meow.
Oh yeah. I've been around that kind of cat before.
Meow.
They're not very common and they're pretty expensive, but they're very cute.
Meow 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 meow.
Nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help.
Oh, that's true. There is a scrub spell.
Serona, please. Then I was happy to help.
Because when Harry goes to the burrow, there's dishes washing themselves.
I am
Yep.
too. You were speaking
Hey Cecil,
to a goblin.
hope you're doing okay, buddy.
Wrong cat jam, buddy.
Gog. He's a friend.
Are we gonna be racist to the goblins in this playthrough?
Yes.
Okay.
There it is.
Surprised that you seemed friendly with a goblin.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we
I've
weren't
never
friends
heard
then.
of a
His
student
mistrust
working
of
in
wizard kind
Hogsmeade.
ran deep.
But you're
Oh, what?
friends now.
We are.
Which
It's a through
Serona just said
A few
that
months
she
ago.
worked as a server.
Yep.
He recognized
Oh,
me
during the summer.
instantly,
Mm.
which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists.
Well then.
God is
Yeah, I can.
what's been going on.
I want to get banned.
I'd like to talk with him about Ranrock in particular.
Yeah, mother gasm.
I assume
Oh,
your
God.
interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
So how
If
the
he's not
fuck did she
here,
transition
you
without
might
modern
find him doing
like?
business at the
Magic!
Hogwarts
It's magic.
Then why did it make her transition better?
Mention that we spoke.
Mr. Girl's gonna release a manifesto accusing Ranrock of us crimes.
Like, why didn't she go like become like a full 10 out of 10?
Okay,
If
listen,
you're
listen.
looking for information
Look
on
at
Ranrock
her,
to help rein him
And
in,
other than the voice, she
find
looks
out
like a
about
woman,
Ranrock.
right?
I can tell.
No, listen. If
My-
you,
my trans
listen,
sense is
if
going,
you had literally
Dr.
no idea,
Girlfriend.
never, and she had like an actual like
Doesn't
a
sound like
much
this,
more
though.
sounding female voice.
No,
Then,
my
no, you
trans senses are going off.
Fucking no, you're wrong.
My chaser senses are going
You're
off.
wrong.
Lord Gog, please.
Look at the
Give me
face,
my
Naomi.
Please give him my
You're
best.
wrong.
I don't know what
You
you've done to make
100%
such
would just be like,
powerful
oh, she's
enemies.
See,
an
exactly.
average-looking woman. You guys
If
are
she was
wrong.
better passing, we wouldn't know she's trans, defeating the point. All fictional trans people can't pass. Yeah, like Taftaj is ridiculously beautiful, passes pretty much perfectly. And so many people, when they talk to her, don't know she's trans.
To be fair with Taftaj.
But that's the point. That's the point. Is like
Taftaj could pass before, basically. Very feminine looking
yeah,
as a man.
yeah. But the point is like, you have to either make trans people like ugly stereotypes, or you have to make them identical as cis people, and then shoehorn in the fact that they're trans into the story. Either way, it doesn't work for representation. Yeah, Susie the Spear Hunter also passes very well too.
Actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now
To be fair, like Lilith passes pretty good too. Not as good as those two, but still pretty good.
The troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am. And I need to know what he and his loyalists are up
Looks
to,
like
so I
Tolkien.
can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did.
Wrote
know.
the pretty
Why
slash
should I
trans
trust
femboy
you?
from the Catherine remake.
That's true.
I think that's just a femboy.
Quathrin.
Yeah,
Serena
Quathrin.
trusts me, and she thought
The
our
Q.
interests may be
Catherine with a
aligned.
Q.
Yarp.
Quatrin.
Taftaj is like spooky. No one knows he's a girl.
You? Very well. I
Why wouldn't they
know
just
of
make
something
it
that could
Catherine
help
with a
us
Y
both.
or something, you
A
know?
way to get Ranrock to confide
Because it's the
his
first letter that has to
plans
change.
me.
CKQ.
Years ago, a
It's so
heinous
funny.
witch stole a
It
sacred
was,
goblin
yeah.
relic.
Lilith is like a
Woman
petite
has it.
Asian, so yeah.
Now rests in her sarcophagus.
What was really funny is
In a
that
tomb
I think
accessible
Dave, we made the
only
joke
by
like way
wizard's
back in the
eye.
day, Like,
Ranrock and I had a
if they had introduced a third Catherine, it'd be Catherine with a
The
Q.
relic could
So,
not
yeah.
repair the
And then it turns out that they actually made a
It's
third
true.
Catherine who had a Catherine with a Q.
Well, there's only so many
And the fucking
letters that
remaster.
would have
If I
that
retrieve
sound.
the
Right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How
The
do I
hard
know
C.
you'll tell me
So
the truth about what Ranrock says?
We will have
the
to
hard
trust
C.
each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn.
Sounds
Gather
good.
whatever supplies
Lord
you
Gok.
may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
We're going to Witch's Tomb. Oh my god.
Remember when people were just asking for acceptance? It seems so reasonable. I
Yep.
feel more a bit betrayed by how all this went. Yeah.
Most people do, yeah.
Because they had too much given
I
to
saw
them
that,
all
Butter
at
Sis.
once.
Wow. So instead of peanuts, it's hay.
Meet Lord Gok near the Witch's Tomb.
Anytime I've stepped
what?
foot into a, like...
Oh, on the floor.
Yeah, on the floor.
Well, I
Instead of peanuts, it's hay!
Well, yeah, because the peanuts
What
thing
do we
is...
have here?
Wasn't that
den
beside
of
Mario's?
What? No, anytime I've stepped into a bar, because they don't sell actual bar food, there's just peanuts fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
What's
What's really funny is, like, a state...
All of them don't have peanuts anymore.
One of the states in the U.S. said that all bars have to sell food.
Yeah.
You can't just have a bar anymore.
Yeah.
And so
like
this
it.
one bar said, all right, you can buy a plate of nacho chips for $25.
Yep.
That's the only food item they sell.
Yep.
Wow.
And it's just like, fuck you, don't order it.
Yeah, because I know at least a couple of bars downtown, they had like chips and pretzels and peanuts and whatever, and they even sold cigarettes at one point. If you can believe it.
Jesus.
I used to buy
Back
cigarettes
when
from
you-
the bar.
Back when you could smoke indoors, I guess?
No,
Oh, no?
no, it's like 2007.
Hey there. Are we going?
Yep.
There's no time.
Okay, have all those. Have both
Hold on.
of those.
If this is a point of no return, you shouldn't start it now because you have to do grinding between us sessions.
Okay, well, I'll just...
Follow Lodgok to the tomb's entrance. Can you turn off this quest?
What
You abandoned
precisely is
it.
the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the
Quest
helmet
can't
of
abandon
Erdgoth.
I guess you can't grind then.
Considered herself a
Can you
collector
can you
and
change
purchased
quest to
the
something
helmet
else?
as a trinket.
I don't
She
know.
cared not.
Well, yeah, because if you go far enough away from him,
Okay.
they'll say you're abandoning the quest.
Complete or abandon your active
Yeah.
quest. Okay, you have to abandon your active
You can
quest. then.
you can only abandon it, I guess.
then go
by,
back
by
here
moving
later.
away from him.
All right.
She calls the
Smoking in the
goblins.
ballroom.
Hop on that flying horse of yours.
Can't! There's no flying because I have to fucking...
Yeah, you you
Just
have to
end the
just
fucking stream.
run away.
Jesus
Wizard
Christ.
kind
No, I want to
said
see how
the
this works.
At least it
No
should
wonder
work like
goblins and
this.
wizards have ever been able to work together.
Yeah, see? Ta-da!
You're about to stray too far from
They
Lodgok.
seem to be.
Okay,
must stay-
watch
stay
what
for
happens
Lodgok.
is like it game overs and puts you back with him in the quest. You're just stuck.
It might,
Oh no.
but you could always just, save and leave the game, right? You died.
Quest failed.
See, there you go,
Abandoned
abandoned
quest.
quest.
Thank you.
Yeah, see what I mean? Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da. Wait, you could have 7 drinks in front of you. Why would you want that many drinks in front of you?
I don't know, man.
Like, they just get warm. Unless it's sake, in which case it can just get cold.
Alrighty, I'll save, we'll end. I'll go to bed.
You're not gonna grind today?
I can grind
Tomorrow.
There's
I love you
always tomorrow.
Don't
It's
worry
only
about
a
it.
day.
Goodbye.
We'll see you next time.
Away.
Bye. Closing time.
Motherfucker.